I am back. Yeah, I know you all going to say I'm dark. I'm this, that, that. I'm back. I ate, got a shower, and all the above. And I want to show something because I did say, I do have Pikachu pajamas, but I had to turn the light on because Frank, I'm about to show you something, Scrap Dog. I hope you may see this because you're probably gonna laugh at me. But you want to know something? You kind of giggled when you said, "What kind of PJs do I have?" Well, these are not mine, but these are the PJs that my girlfriend Lilith, or should I say, as another YouTuber said, my wifey, which you know I claim her as my wifey. Thank you, Lilith, for being in the house and showing the love and support, and also being here for me and with me. But Frank, I want to show you something. This is kind of, yeah, and I want to do it the way that you like, and that's the way that you said you kind of think I should do it. So I'm gonna, do it camera sideways. But look at my PJs. Look at my PJs. Well, these ain't my PJs, but these are the PJs that I have on right now. Looky, looky, all the way around. Look, I even wore look, like Lilith said, I got in her pants. Like, look, literally. I didn't take them off of her or anything like that. They're clean. They're that. But yes, like I'm not scared. I'm not shy. I'm not nothing of the above to do what I need to do. Hey, you're the only one in here too, babe. Hi. What's up? How's everybody? And back to the conversations of what it was when before my phone died and everything. Back to like it said of the first live that I did like not too long ago, maybe an hour or so ago, but no longer than that. But I thank everybody for being here. I thank for everybody that's connected to me and everything. I appreciate it. I did get a little choked up in the last live, and kind of am glad that the phone died and everything, because yeah, I got sorry about all the movement and everything, trying to move stuff, this and that and everything. But yeah, I kind of got choked up, like literally, and with all the comments and the things that I was talking about and everything, whole 9 yards and all that. Yeah, it got real. And I like some things people were saying, the comments that people were saying, they hear support and this, that. I do appreciate it. I do love the fam that I have here. I love the fact that you all continue to come in and say hi, hello, thumbs up, thumbs down, show the love, show the support, share this and, all the above. And I appreciate that. Small things do matter. Small things go a long way. And um, like the things that we were talking about in the last lives, to update some that, hasn't been here and has watched the last live. Um, we're talking about organization, talking about organizations, talking about this, talking about that, that would you work for them if they constantly kept saying, "Oh, we're here." I know some places only can do so much, only things that da 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 da, and their whole spiel. We only can do so much here, so we gotta send you there, this and that, and everything else. Well, especially if you're working for somebody and you pretty much beat your body up, this and that, and everything else. Not let alone the people that work for you, but manage the things that you hired the people for to manage, you know, get hurt and waivers are signed and everything and all that. That's good that the waivers were signed, but that's not where this is going. But we go out and do a lot, put our bodies through things, put our minds through a lot of things, put ourselves out there to better ourselves, and don't get full compensation like we should. That yes, it is a nonprofit organization, this and that, whatever, and it's just not here in my community, it's all over the world. People go out and that's just like they're like these organizations are taking you for granted for giving you your time and your effort and your and getting trying to better yourself and everything else. So but then on top of that, how are you benefiting yourself if you're not getting benefits to benefit yourself to make yourself better if you really are trying to do that. And by honestly going to work every day, proving it and busting your ass and showing up constantly and proving a point of action instead of words, that should mean a lot. And my thing is, I'm going to start changing the belief of mine that I've always and a lot of things are being been said through the past and everything and all that your word is bond. No, it should be your actions is bond because your actions speak louder than words. So your actions should be bond. You should show more than talk, and you should do more than talk. And just like the um, the slogan on the side of the office that I've showed you in the past, which is the truck, which we work for, and everything else, which I specifically work for and love the organization and everything, which is Trash Talkers. But they say on the side of it, it says, don't talk about it, be about it. But what if you are about it and you show that you're about it and everything, but don't get full benefits for being about it instead of talking about it? How is that beneficial to you, the people that work for that organization, if you're going to better yourself by being about it instead of talking about it? But it's just a full circle of what the heck and how you like. I don't know. I'm confused. But that's why I'm out here trying to just, blabble away this and that and everything else to just, continue to. It should mean a lot. It does, but society don't see it that way. Absolutely, society does not see it that way, and that's what needs to be. Excuse me. That's what needs to be changed. That's what needs to be talked about. That's what needs to be shown. That's why I'm putting it out there like this, and that's why I'm hoping and praying that by me doing this we'll get somewhere because just like Lilith and everybody should know about me and already, probably do know about me just because you guys are here and you're true fans and everything that I don't give up. And if this don't go nowhere by me doing lives, I'm not gonna give up. I'm gonna go one step higher. And if that step don't lead me nowhere, I'm just gonna keep climbing because you know what? Climbing is what I need to do, and that's going to the top. And that by going to the top is benefiting me and a lot of people. So you know what? I'm not giving up because if I give up, then that's going to show people, hey, he gave up as much as he fought and everything, so I can too. No, I'm not going to project myself as a somebody that gives up or, fought so long and was just like, F this. No, I can't do that because that is not me. That is not who I am. That is not me being me. Because if I give up, who's that benefiting? Not me, not anybody else, because people do look up to me. People do, even though I don't think so, even though I don't know half the time who is looking up to me or where they're from or what they're doing. But you want to know something? Somebody somewhere is always looking up to you. It doesn't matter who it is. Even if, like I said, you know them or not, there's somewhere out there, somebody's always looking up to you and always saying, hey, could I be like him? Should I be, not like him, but also like, somebody that I can look up to and follow his footpaths to better myself in my own way? I don't know. Who knows? But you have to be you because, yes, you can follow the meanings and everything that I have, projected out there so far and in the future. But my thing is, though, I just want you to be you, but also listen to the message of follow somebody that is positive to you. If it is a family member, if it is a YouTuber, if it is a friend, if it's somebody, if it's a teacher, if it's somebody you just randomly meet, who knows? I read kind of it just by a glance. Cindy said it should mean a lot. Yes. I know. Willis said, "Hey, Cindy." Cindy said, "I got your back, brother. Always will." Bam. Look at that, Cindy. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Cindy, you're gonna get me choked up again. I'm not gonna try to. I'm not gonna try to get choked up or anything. But you want to know something though? That does mean a lot. That does mean a whole bunch. And I just want you to know. I don't know how much I can show my appreciation or anything of the above for you and everybody else that comes in this live or any of my lives or does anything on my channel by watching or thumbsing or sharing or anything of the above. I just want you to know I do appreciate everything, no matter how big or small. Doesn't matter. I don't. I mean, I do kind of put things out there, like just saying my PayPal, this and that, or things of the above, or whatever. I don't ask much more of anything other than just to hit the thumbs up, share, subscribe, do the whole full package, shout, me out, shout the channel out, do whatever you got to do to continue to show that love. If that's meaning you being here on a daily basis, like there's quite a few people that are, and they're here, as the quote says, religiously. And I am not saying that I am fully 100% a religious person, but I do believe because I know I have my flaws. I know I have my faults. I know I have, things that I am not proud of, but we all have that in our lives, and we just got to get over it and move forward, not forget about it and not overlook it as, completely just like ignore it. But you got to put the past in the past and let the past be the past. The past is called the past for a reason, and that is to not only move forward, but to also know that it's there still if you need to look upon it and say, hey, I don't want to go back that direction or anything else or whatever, I don't, and if it is something that, you may have to go back and look upon, don't let it overpower you to where that it will continue to drag you back to where you was or that past. That is why it's in the past. There's a reason, like I said, it's in the past. Leave things that are supposed to be in the past in the past. I know I'm all over the place, but I'm trying to get good angles and get comfy and everything else. Um, Cindy said, "There's something about you, boy. There's a lot in your soul that needs to be shared with the world." What do you mean? Like, specify that more, please, Miss Cindy. Please specify that a little bit more because I want to know. That's something that, if you feel that, if you see that, if anybody sees anything that you want to, like Miss Cindy just said, put out there like that, I want to know, please. I want you to specify, Miss Cindy. I am, putting you on the hot spotlight, which I don't think you mind, but if you do, I'm sorry. But yes, please specify what you mean by that because I'm quite interested now. That's got my curiosity. And she said once again, Miss Cindy Conway said, "There's something about you, boy. There's a only why I don't care how many times I'll read it, I'll get choked up. I read it even though I'm not on live and everything. I read all y'all comments after lives multiple times throughout the day. Whatever. I'll go back prior videos and read some of your comments. I remember things like this and everything, and I still get choked up. But Here it is again. Cindy Conaway said, "There's something about you, boy. There's a lot in your soul that needs to be shared with the world." And Lilith said, "We will always have your back as well, Cindy. That's family, friends, and for family and friends are for who your emotion and passion for wanting human basic needs for those in need." Absolutely, Cindy. Absolutely. And that's why I say all the time, I'm not selfish. I don't look about myself. I'd rather suffer and deal with somebody else's suffer and pain to see them happy. I'd rather see somebody benefit from something if that's also putting me, you know, in a situation that, I go without or something of the above. I do feel that like the feeling of happiness for others is more powerful to me than my own happiness, my own satisfaction, my own pleasure. I know. Trust me, I see it. But Cindy, your compassion for others. Yes, see, right there. Your compassion for others, Cindy said. Cindy Conaway said, your passion for others. Lilith said, he has a wise and caring. And that's my own girl, and that even makes it even more precious and more meaningful right there. And I'm not saying that everybody else's words and stuff are not as powerful or meaningful, but especially coming from this young lady right here, that is a very, very meaningful, wide-hearted thing, and just something that is amazing, that somebody that I am that close to, and I'm not saying that I'm not close to everybody on here, but somebody, like Lilith, my girlfriend, aka wife, as some say, that that's just some real words, that's some real meaningful, hearted, soul, powerful praising right there. And I don't want praise, but that's just something, that small things that need to be said and done, things that need to be, put out there to people that, do the small things like I do and others do. Cindy said, your story, Brad. She said, Miss Cindy said, your story, Brad. Your eyes have seen and lived for more than you have been alive. Your story may help another. And that's why I want to do what I'm doing. That's why I do what I do on a daily basis. That's why I don't want to give up. Because of that right there, Miss Cindy, that right there, that comment right there, that is why I do what I do. Is right there. And Cindy dropped it for me. I didn't even have to say it, and I never wanted to say it until somebody else said it. But I will read Miss Cindy's words again. Miss Cindy Conaway said, your story, Brad. Your She said, your story, Brad. Your eyes have seen and lived far more than you have been alive. Your story may help another. And I'm only 36. Remind you, I am only 36 years old. And like Miss Cindy said, I've seen and lived through a lot. And I'm not saying that's something to be proud of or something to shine a light on, but it is, because that means, like Miss Cindy said, I can help at least one. I'm happy. If I can maybe guide somebody, just be there for them, or anything of the above, I am available. Why do you think I have blasted a couple times my number? my, this, that, everything else, because I know if I can help or just be there just to hear somebody ramble or somebody, their true feelings or anything, or somebody just needs somebody to just say, hey, what's up, man? How are you? This and that. I'm here either way. I will be there on either side for you. I will not judge you. I don't care who you are, where you're from. In my eyes, all lives matter. Once again, all lives matter. Let's unfreeze. There we go. And as I was sitting on the porch just a little bit ago, and here's another thing that, I always kind of liked pit bulls and parolees, because pit bulls and parolees, I know you all probably seen it or heard of it or something like that on TV. Pit bulls and parolees is a show that I used to watch, and it probably is still on nowadays and everything. But pit bulls and parolees, okay? Well, what if I came up with something and I thought of this, like I said, just sitting on the porch. I kind of want to run with this since I've been thinking about it. So I am going to hopefully, since I say it on here, it'll be here. Grace V. Otley, Grace V. Otley, hello, hello, mega love shout out to you, Grace V. Otley. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here, and I hope you may stay so you can hear this message, because Grace V. Otley, I've watched some of your videos, and I know this may go to your direction. So please stick around and listen and go watch the last live that has, this is why this one's called part two, because there was a recent live just before this one that goes along with this one. But, oh, look at these people coming in. Thank you for loving. Thank you for coming and showing the love. Yes, Film Nation on the way, your house. Yes, determined. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Ka. Thank you, Ka. How are you? You should have waited until, unless you're still here, kind of, stick around and pay attention to the word and to the message that is being bestowed, because it is a very important message. And if you want, scroll up into the messages above or go and watch the next, there's a last live, which is part one, because it means a whole bunch. Um, but yes, like I said, there's messages being said and put out there right now. Like Lilith is just saying, and I know I'm a little behind. It says, yes, Cindy, that is so true. Cindy said, it all contributes to saving your own soul. Yes, it always come back in full circle. It always does. Grace V. Otley said, thumbs up. Thank you, Grace. Thank you. Thank you. Look at that. Mega love shout out. Everybody go show her some love. And actually, I am going to show her some love. So you two, please stay there for a second, because guess what? I'm going to do something if I can, maybe. We will see. Oh, I don't want to play that. Get out of there. Excuse me. Grace V. Otley. Let's see. Grace V. Otley. Comment again, and you'll see something that is very magical to me, because, like I said and promised probably before, and you were live in the comments on your channel. But, yes, please comment, please show that you're still here. But yes, I hope everybody sticks around. I hope everybody pays attention to the message. Lilith Ahart said, hey, Grace. Hello, hello, said Determined. How are you? Thank you. Thank you for the politeness and respect. That shows a lot. Thank you, thank you. Cindy said, and if people don't like what you do, they can look the other way. Society is very versed in being ignorant. You are far from ignorant, Brad. Thank you, Cindy. Thank you. I appreciate that. Cindy said hello, Grace. Cindy Conway said hello, Cod. Lilith said you said it best, Cindy. Far from ignorant. Very far from ignorant. And very far from selfish. Grace said, hello, Cindy. Determined said, Film Nation on the way to your house. Grace said, absolutely, man. I can stay. I'm currently driving, but I can stay listening to your story. Thank you for having me here. Absolutely, Grace. Like I said, you can stick around and drive and listen and just pay attention because you know what? It's a great message. You don't have to comment. You don't have, I mean, it would be appropriate and appreciated that you comment when you possibly can. But since you're driving, be safe, be secure around you, keep, your eyes on the road and everything. But like I said, you can, if you want to, listen at the same time. But pay attention more to the road because safety is always first. Cindy said, one caring one caring look, a simple smile, a friendly hello. Hey, how you doing? You never know what and how someone's life could change with a simple gesture. Anything small, anything like that. It's the small things, the absolutely small things that do matter. And I know you all know from the very beginning of me putting my YouTube channel out and people that know me before that, I've always believed in small things do matter. They do. They do in every single way that you can possibly look at, no matter what way you look at it. Grace said, sending you a massive support, mate. Thank you. Thank you. God bless you. And like I said, you can now drop your channel, Grace. You can drop your channel. You are a moderator on here. So is determined. So is determined. Thanking you much, love, Brad. Thanking you much, love, Brad, said Grace. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. But yes, like I said, I don't know if anybody may catch, something that is beneficial to them or it can help them in any way. And Grace and anybody that's in here, I am wishing you a blessed day, no matter what time of day it is, where you're from or wherever you are. I hope you have a positive day. I hope you stay strong. I hope you may um, do something small in a small way for yourself or for somebody because you know what? One day or that same day or that same time, you may see a smile or something helpful to that person that will repay you back then and or later on in life. But you should also look at it is that do it not only for yourself, but try to do it for the other person by like just saying example, like Cindy said up here. Like, thank you, Lilith. Lilith says she has subscribed to Grace. So, Grace V. Otley, if you see a Lilith A. Hart, this young lady right here, she has just connected to you. So, let's give a mega love shout out to Lilith for connecting and sharing. So, also to Grace and everybody that does that, mega love shout out. But, like I said, Grace right there, that's why it's highlighted. One caring look, a simple smile, a friendly hello, a how you doing. You never know what and how someone's life could change with a simple gesture. Even opening the door, even just, if somebody you see standing on the side of the street corner or whatever, if you don't want to give them that dollar, if you don't want to give them that certain item or anything like that, you know, help them by just, if they look, don't judge them by the book of the cover, this and that, or anything like that. But if you see that you may possibly be able to help them, and you know you can help them, but you have, doubts on what to help them with. If you may think, oh, by getting my, a sandwich or something like that, or a drink or something like that, where the just anything small, or like I said, by opening a door, a car door, a house door, store door, carrying somebody's groceries, something small can make a big difference in somebody else's world. And that's another reason why I'm doing the videos and me being me and everything in my lives, and just putting things out there on my daily basis on who I am and this and that and everything, because that's what we should be trying to do, is not only better ourselves, but if somebody can catch something on one of our lives, and any of our lives or any of our videos as YouTubers or anything like that, try to benefit by somebody's words. If it's somebody that you're really getting into and everything, do it, because small things do matter. But also, like in the first one where I said, would you work for like anybody that's in here right now, would you work, because I know Grace and all them are still new in here and everything in this live right now, but would you work for somebody that in general, it can be any job, that they say, we're here to help you, we're here to try to benefit you, or benefit, we want you to benefit by working from for us to better yourself. That's what their whole programs or their whole job and this and that's for. But you put all the sweat and effort and energy and day to day and hours and all this and everything, and you only get small things, but you're not getting anything to better yourself. Like in my situation, yes, I'm homeless. I'm currently inside right at the moment, because thanks to my girlfriend, aka wifey. But she she kind of helps me out, as long, a long, long way in a small way. But I am homeless and I live in the middle of current woods. So if you go back in my videos, you'll see my tent, you'll see this and everything else. But I am, you know, if I put all these work hours in and everything, I don't get to feel like a working human normal being, because I don't get to, go home at night. I don't get to, yes, and that is, kind of my fault, because, I stuck myself in this situation in a way, but in a way I didn't. But, these organizations, these companies, these things, these, jobs, even though we're in this pandemic and everything else, and this, corona and this whatever else, and the, government sucks and this and that and everything. But we have to look at it as us trying to get out of a situation. Yes, but would you work for nothing pretty much? Would you stick your neck out on a day-to-day basis, you know, jeopardize yourself by getting hurt, or, anything of the above, da 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 da, to pretty much get nothing, is what it feels like. How are you supposed to feel better about yourself if you know that you just did all that work and all that time for not only days upon days, but months upon months and everything else, that you're still in the same situation. You're still in the same predicament, because you're still homeless in the middle of the woods, in the middle of nowhere, and you're not getting anywhere. You're not moving. You're not. And that's how I feel. That's how I, you know, sometimes, and some people know certain things and this and that, but they're not here, so I'm not going to say much. But yes, they know insides and outs and everything. Let's see, let's see. I think I went too far. Cindy said, and if you notice, that's why I kind of highlight things. Cindy said, too many lives are wasted because of lack of faith and hope. society is so infiltrated with how they look and how, excuse me, and how much more they have others. In the end, what matters is how much love is in our hearts. Yes, not only for others, but for yourself. I love, and this is what people say, you gotta love yourself first. I do love myself enough to know that if I don't love others, I'm not gonna love myself. And by me loving others, knowing that, and I'm not meaning like love in a romantic way, I'm meaning love as in showing my support and help and doing everything that I know that I can possibly do as much as I can do, I'm going to do it. If that's me opening my mouth and me running wild by showing all these videos and running wild and opening my mouth to not only benefit myself, which I don't care if I do for myself, but for others, if I can help benefit somebody by opening my mouth, I mean, it may go somewhere, it may not, but if I can do that, I'm going to. And that's what we need to stand for. And that's why I said this channel will show love and support to anybody and everybody as long as you come and share that support back. You don't have to. You don't have to do any of that, but it would be appreciated because you know what? I'd stick my neck out for anybody right now just to know that, if I can do that for you, I hope you may do it for me because you know what? I don't have to, but I do it because I know that's what the society, that's what the world, that's what the, us small people have to project out there to get us out there to better ourselves and to promote and build ourselves, not just on YouTube, not just in the internet world and everything else, but to get us out there as countries, as part of the world, to be unite, to get to become one. That's what this world is supposed to be, as one. There should be no violence. Yes, it's going to happen. There's no way to stop violence, but we can try our hardest to minimize the violence, to minimize the drama, to minimize the problems, to do all the above. Lilith said, a bunch of small things mean more than one big thing, in my opinion. Yes. Grace V. Otley said, heart, 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 mega love shout out. Yes, absolutely. Same thing. But Grace V. Otley, thank you for being here. Thank you for showing the love. I hope you may continue to come back as much as often as you can and share us out and all the above. And Cindy, I already was kind of warned about what you were just dropped right here, but I'm going to read it, and I guarantee you, I know I'm going to be choked up because that's how you always been making me in both lives. But she said, that bum you see sleeping on a grate at the bus stop using a trash bag for shelter, the one some point fingers at and snicker, he is somebody's son, brother, uncle, father, or friend. He is loved. Yes, absolutely. What? Now put this in also in that same situation right there, in that same aspect. What if that was your son, your wife, your husband, your friend, your father, or any of the above, your brother, uncle, sister, aunt, any of that? What if it was your family member and you seen that and you just thought it was another normal person and you overlooked it and pointed that finger too? But how would you feel? Or how would you feel if, you knew your family member was getting, that kind of treatment if they were in that situation? You wouldn't be happy, but it happened on a day to day basis. He just got lost in his own sad story. Who? Oh, yeah, 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 absolutely. He just got lost in his own sad story. Lola said, very well said, Cindy. I don't know what one she was talking about, but I know you make me, choke up every time. So here we go again. Cindy said, next time, don't snicker and point. Offer him a meal. Give him your hoodie. Tell him he matters and help him find his way back. Absolutely. Point him into a direction that he needs to not only follow but to guide himself and follow him to that, you know, guidance of light, should I say. Um, Absolutely. Cindy said, let me see. Cindy said, compassion cost zero. Hold on. Hold on. Compassion cost zero. Compassion. Yes, compassion cost zero. Putting, and I'm using your words, and I know I am, and I don't mean to, but I want to. Put a smile on someone's face. Damn, I'm already at 2%. Haha. Yes, compassion cost zero. Put that smile on somebody's face. Continue to, um, if you can put a smile on somebody's face, if you can do something worth meaning to another person, to get them to feel happy, to get them to, you know, think twice on what they may be doing or have done or anything like that, then you must have done your job. You must have done what you needed to do that day. And if you don't know what your meaning is behind life, if you don't know what your guidance is or anything of the above, close your eyes, clear your mind, sit down, relax, and let your mind just be for a second and be one with nature. Like I have made videos before. Be one with nature, be one with, the earth, be one with, the presence of, uh, if you presence with one, then that means you will find yourself. That means just sit there and if it takes 5 minutes a day, if it takes an hour a day, if it takes you just standing in the shower like I did for probably as good about an hour probably, then do it. Turn that hot water straight to hot like I just did. I turned that shit to the hottest as hot as it could go. And I hate hot water. I hate hot straight water and I hate straight cold water. But I did straight both. And trust me, I melted in the arms of a very beautiful angel that is sticking by my side and loves me every day, just like my family does. And I love it. And I'm not talking about my blood family because you know what? This family in here in my YBY Nation means more to me than anything in this world. And Lilith, yes, you're a part of it, babe. You're here also, just like Cindy and just like everybody else, just like Grace and everybody else. And I'm glad that I can continue to say that I have a true support team, that I have a true followers, and that I have a great, great, freaking great family in this YBY Nation. And I thank you for all supporting and being here. And just to let you know one more time that this is at 1%. And when it does die this time, I will catch you at a later time today because it's 2:44 a.m. here in the USA. And that means it is now Friday. And I do believe that, me and my lovely girlfriend slash AKA wife, we may, hit the hay and cuddle and snuggle and everything. And Miss Lilith just told me to say thank you and that she appreciates all the support that you all are giving me, and not only also to me, but to, and I'm going to do it, Miss Lilith over there. See her over there. Say hi. Yep, way over there. I don't know if you can see her. Right there, here. Hi. Way over there. She's watching, commenting, and everything else. I'm talking about. And I appreciate you doing that. See, I'm not saying you had to be all, oh snap. Don't even understand. The small, that's what I'm talking about. Things like that. Showing and doing all that. Lilith has a comment to say. So I'm going to let her say it one more time. Boom. See, she said, I appreciate y'all. She's over there. She said she loves you. And I know Cindy said something, so I'm going to go read it. And she said, when I see an addict, my heart bleeds and my mind wonders at what point in their lives did life take a sharp turn into the abyss? Why? Arrested development is real and it kills people. Absolutely. But like I said, Cindy, I want to give a shout out to you. Mega love shout out to you. Mega love shout out to Rose. Mega love shout out to Grace. Mega love shout out to Determined. Mega love shout out to Education Network TV. Mega love shout out to Scrap Dog, Angel and Pink Camo. Like I said, Determined. A bunch of channels, Film Nation, James Jite. I want to give it love and shout out to there's anybody and everybody that's always in here. Netta, bunch of everybody. Like I said, I'm sorry, and I didn't want to specifically point out names or anything, but there's just quite a few of you that you're just 100% legit. And like I said, I gave my word, hmm, and I gave my promise when I was in your all's lives, just like Grace. I promised you, and I said, if you come to my live, I will make you a moderator. I'll make you welcomed. I will open my arms fully and appreciate you coming in to the YBY Nation. And like Willis says, everybody, we appreciate it. Y'all are welcome to come in and be here and follow and enjoy the company just as much as I enjoy your company. And I hope that you may, some things that I've said or may, put in your mind that you may see in your community all around the world. It can be in the Philippines, it can be in Japan, it can be in the USA, it can be in Korea, it can be, wherever you are. And just if you see somebody or if you don't know the person or if you see somebody that don't have enough for their bill at a grocery store or anything of the above, or if you just want to say, hey, you know, add that to my bill or whatever, or you want to buy somebody some lunch somewhere, or you see an old 90-year-old couple sitting there at a restaurant and you just say, hey, you know what? You guys lived a wonderful life. You look like a beautiful, happy couple. Here, this meal's on me. You know what? I guarantee you that'll make them people's day. That'll, you hear that stuff on you hear it, and you don't know if it's real or not. So make it a reality you by doing it in your community and prove to yourself that not only you can do it, but by you doing it, you can show other people to do it. Folks, I miss you. I love you. Peace out. See you tomorrow.